Yes, it's now up and running. Yeah, there was about a half-hour delay. It didn't start trading until about 11 a.m. local time. That's about an hour and a half into the trading day. But now it is up and running. It's been trading for about a half hour, and it kind of has gone up and down. It opened at about $42 per share. That was up $4 from its IPO, the initial public offering price of 38, and now it's hovering around 40. It's about 38, 39, I should say, right now. But someone better to address this is Max Wolff. He's chief economist with Greencrest Capital. Now, Max, we spoke yesterday about this. Right now, what we're seeing with this, we're still early shakes, only half hour into trading. Is this kind of what you expected with this Facebook IPO?
We knew there was some risk. This company had priced itself very aggressively. We got an initial range of 27 to 34. We saw that go to 34 to 38. Then we saw them go to the top of that range, 38 bucks. This pushed the company's value well over $100 billion to approximately 105 on the open. When it goes to 42, it's at $115 billion. One way to think about that is that's 99 times their 2011 earnings, right? Apple is trading at about 15 times their earnings, right? So that's a very aggressive multiple. What this has become, and still is a cultural and a media phenomenon, as opposed to a phenomenon where the price is driven by the underlying value of the company. Whenever that happens, price is really sentiment sensitive, and it can swing wildly. It can swing wildly up, which we saw at the open, 42, then 45, and it can come down a bit. We're also seeing dislocation in some of the other names. Zynga, the world's largest producer of social games, lost 13% of its value and then got halted. Looks to me like people are trying to cover their long positions, betting on Facebook to go up, by shorting and beating up on Zynga, which has now created massive dislocation. So we're seeing the sheer appetite in the retail buying create dislocation in the price of Facebook, creating some technical glitches in the market, and beating up on some other related shares like Zynga. And we might keep in mind that Zynga, the games company, tends to be ignored, but Zynga is 18% of Facebook's revenue and 20% of Facebook's profit. So seeing it go down is either a negative harbinger for Facebook, or means that people are expressing their underlying beliefs about Facebook by buying and erratically selling other names in the space.
And that brings up a very good point. We're $100 billion. This is an 8-year-old company, started by a college student. He's now only 28 years old. Do you think that is, I know that when you and I have spoken quite a bit, and your company's done a lot of research, you've done a lot of research on this initial public offering. When we look forward, is that a good price for this? I mean, is that a proper evaluation?
It's certainly not a deal, right? In the grand scheme of deals, paying 100 times what they made last year is quite a bit. I mean, but there's another way to see Facebook. So Facebook put out 420 million shares this morning, but that's less than 1 share for every 2 users. Facebook is legitimately a phenomenon. It's changing interpersonal communication. It's built a very enduring, very powerful platform with 901 million users on it. So if anyone could grow into this valuation, it's Facebook. That being said, this is the valuation you'd have to grow into by doing everything right for the next 12 months, and so it's always vulnerable to attack. So before we know how well this is done, we have to see where this company closes today at 4 p.m. And to be fair, we have to see where this company is in 30 days and 90 days. No evaluation that's really worth its salt can be made after 10 or 15 minutes. We're kind of evaluating the same thing that's creating so much volatility in this name, which is the sheer amount of public excitement and involvement in this trade, in this story, and in this company.
Absolutely, and over those next 4 hours of the first day of trading for the FB stock here in the NASDAQ Stock Exchange, you can imagine a lot of very, very intense viewing going on over in California, where the headquarters for Facebook is. David.